3 seconds.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. It's your girl
What's
by
going
design
on?
and Denny C23 over there in the building.
How y'all doing, man? Welcome
We
back.
want we want to apologize to y'all. We know that we are hella late, but life
Yeah,
happens. We
life
hope that
definitely
you
happens,
have
man.
an amazing holiday. For those of you who celebrate Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, or nothing at
All that,
all,
all that.
we
If
hope
you
that
didn't
you stay
celebrate none of
well.
them, have a happy New Year. You feel
Listen, we know you celebrate that, so
me?
there you go.
There we
Um,
go.
this was the finale. The finale was definitely something else. It was something else so much that I had to watch it twice because I was like, nah, that didn't just happen. Like that's crazy. Like, really? Yeah. So let's just jump in. Your boy Gat.
Oh man, this dude here has been a character since the beginning. So like, are we really shocked at Gat at this point? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit,
Just
only
a teensy
because
bit.
just because the route he took. You feel me? Like I feel like he went through so much to protect people from him to now exploiting his weakness as a personal gain. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That
I
defies
mean,
all types of bro code, bro.
but it does defy the bro code. But you know what? It doesn't defy social media code because social media, and this is what it's known for, right? People
Mm,
need to keep they need to keep it going. They got to use that high
right,
moment to get as
right.
most likes and as seen
No
as
such thing as
possible.
bad
So
publicity kind of situation here.
absolutely,
Capitalize
absolutely.
on every opportunity. That is horrible, though.
Uh,
This man is in a induced coma, and you're talking
yo,
about, yeah, I too. Like, get out of here. Like, nobody cares, guy.
it's the fake tears for
It's
me
the
when he
fake.
says like hold on to try to cry and he doesn't. I'm like, bro, you look like a felt Malcolm X.
Right.
You know, like
No, I'll pick Michael Myers. It's crazy.
it
But
was.
nah, I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like I was a little shocked, but when I thought about who was doing it, I was like, yeah, I'm not too shocked that that's really the way he went.
Listen, when he said uncommoners,
Nah, I'm not going front though.
I couldn't take my man
I'm not.
serious.
I couldn't take him serious throughout that whole little shit he was doing, like the whole
Hmm.
little interview shit. Like how? How could you? Like this isn't even who you are. Like since
It's
when?
not. Yeah.
Like since when was you that guy? Because you're the guy of like, all right, let me pour the champagne on a bitch titties. Now you all of a sudden stay woke, my brothers and
I mean,
sisters.
he's in a
Mental health
he's
awareness.
But you know what's funny is that somebody else ends up doing that. We're gonna get there when we get there because they definitely did it at the end of the show. But yeah, so we got him doing the most, being hot garbage per
Right,
usual. And we just kind of gonna go character by character because a lot happened in this
right.
particular episode.
Yes,
Um,
let's unpack it, man. Unpack,
so
unpack.
we're gonna start with the interesting part, which is of course Francois. This man just doesn't miss an opportunity to be ain't shit and to finesse the situation in his in to gain right to gain from
Right,
it.
for
So
personal gain, I got you.
right there we go. So he introduces the girls to party, and of course we know that party is hot. He's one of the major producers in the area, and
Right.
they get this opportunity, and lo and behold, starting with our number one, Mia does not disappoint.
Yo, wait. First, before we jump right into that, I want to give Francois his 2 points on that though.
Okay.
For getting them in the studio with Partisan Fan Fontaine. Like I'm just saying, that's fire. That's fire to me. I'm like you was able to do something after the tour, so maybe you can make a little bit more stake on the tree. You feel me? Like I give you a little 2 points. You feel me? Like you got them working with some good people. You don't got them begging Lamont.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like that right there was something big to me. Because after we just seen Lamont shut their whole shit down, this how they gonna eat. You feel me?
Yo, he really did shut that
So
shit down. Like the
so I'll give him his little kudos. So that's the only kudos I think I ever gave Francois for real.
yeah,
but I'm gonna give him that because you can't take that from him, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So next, the song itself was fire.
The song was fire, but before we
Song
got
was
to the
fire.
song, your girl Mia was doing the most per usual. Like he asked, what did he ask? He asked, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like I want to get to know you. And
Oh my god. Yeah, she did what she normally do though.
to talk about her messy ass life with Lamont, threw in a sprinkle of Courtney, went back to Lamont and said, "We good now, though." Like I'm confused. First of all, there's gotta be some resources that helps them to navigate through this mess without making an ass. I mean,
Hold on.
obviously they didn't make an ass
They
out
don't.
of
They
it.
don't. They don't have a budget. They don't have a PR team. They don't have any of that. However, Francois should have nipped that shit in the bud instantly.
But this is the man who just
Instantly.
told Shauna to talk about her seducing scheme. So like clearly
Mm,
he
to
doesn't
do.
care. Yeah,
But yeah, he's trying to just get them popping off of clickbait.
yeah, he is.
That's definitely what it is
That's exactly
because
what it is.
he's trying to rein them.
He is. But like you said, the single was fire because the beat was fire. We hear the beat, Party plays them the beat. They do a little rap on it. You know what I'm saying? Bad bitches working apparently is their theme now. And it's a hot single. It's a hot song. But
Like when they were first making it though, I ain't know. Like when they do the in and out. You know how like they do the in and out scenes and
yeah.
they be rapping a little bit. I was like, but and when they mixed it together, I was like, oh, it's alright. It's like a little pop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can get behind it. I can get behind it.
It's a little vibe. And of course, it's keeping on Mia. Like I said, we're gonna do character by character. Mia also gets a call that the song she did with Courtney and Lamont, right? That he wants to
Hmm.
put on the album, and so she's
Right,
gonna get some kudos there as well.
that's a fact. What I can say, that's one thing positive that did come from that situation
The
is that
situation,
she
yeah.
actually has an opportunity to gain some exposure for their group.
Hmm.
It was a good crossover move, good cross promotion, good good shit.
Yeah,
Especially because that label is moving fast. You know what I mean? It's seemingly so with
they
Courtney now.
they are.
That Lord AK went down. Now it's Courtney time.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about it like
So
that, but yeah,
I'm saying that was a good power play.
yeah.
However, she got to let Lamont go.
I
She got
mean,
to let Lamont go, man.
we gonna dive into that, but I don't even think my I will rebuttal that. Um, Lamont has already let her go,
I know. That's why she got to let him go.
so there's
But
that.
she's so stuck. That's why she talking about Lamont and Courtney in the damn studio with Party. Like what? This is a
But
not
she
what he wanted to hear about you. He wanted to hear you a single mother out here grinding trying to get it. He don't want to hear about your baby daddy drama.
but she not thinking about that because she like well maybe she is stuck. I think that she is just attention seeking, and with Cash not giving her any attention, Courtney not giving her any attention, and now Lamont is the fallback guy essentially, right? He's the guy I could come home to and shit will be okay. He has like put his boundaries in place and he's moved on. And shout out to Lamont for the boundaries. I learned a little something watching my man's. You know what I'm saying? Like he's sticking to.
Listen,
I love it. I love it.
listen,
It's
listen.
healthy. It's respectful. You know what I'm
He not
saying? Like
doing. He not going above and beyond. He's just keeping it cool.
he's
And I
keeping it
respect that
cool.
man. Respect that man.
Absolutely,
Lamont
absolutely.
need his flowers, man. I ain't going front. Let us know in the comments, man. We be praising the hell out of Lamont. I feel like now that I'm like recapping in my head, like we definitely praise the hell out of him because my man's got a lot of growth.
He
Okay,
did.
and I feel like people don't be acknowledging the growth. You feel me? It's all right.
Right. Exactly.
Mia didn't
So
grow yet, so we
she
gonna see.
she need a little bit more water. Maybe she needs some yeah, she
She,
need a
she
little bit
needs some. Nah, yeah, man. She definitely needs some water because she move around real thirsty.
more. Hey yo,
Real
listen.
thirsty.
All
I'm
I
just
know
saying, man.
Mia needs to get it together because not them about to take away the moon bounce with the baby in it. Come on now, what's
Yo, nah. First of all, shout out to Lamar for paying for the moon bounce, whatever. But her trying to be funny, like, yeah, I got to, and then that shit declining,
happening? Listen,
and then the mom come over, and then that shit declining. Like,
listen,
well, you should have had the money. Like, that is so funny to me because it's like,
listen.
humble
Not the
yourself.
getting declined. That's
Humble
proof
yourself. You feel me? Humble yourselves. Like, that's really what,
of embarrassment I would have felt if I swiped and my shit got declined. And my mom came over and her like that would never happen.
yeah. That
That's
was like, damn.
double embarrassment, and then for her to have to
That's
like, put her ego, pride
That's
aside.
first-hand embarrassment twice and second-hand embarrassment twice.
Yeah,
Like that is crazy.
yeah. Like, oh, my baby daddy got it. Like,
Yeah, but he really had it. Luckily, shout out to him. But even so, look, boom, they in there in the damn bouncy house talking shit.
well,
Yeah,
listen,
her
because
friends.
her friends ain't shit. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start where it starts, right? Where it is how oh man, what's her name? Damn, I forgot her name.
Who, who the
But
super freak?
no. Bay. Natural Bay. That's what I'm gonna call her. Natural Bay. Lamont's new girl, right? Shows up
Oh,
at the
okay, gotcha.
party. The friends are like, who she thinks she is,
M-
showing up here.
Melissa friend mom. That's her name. Melissa friend mom.
His mom. And they talking smack like who she thinks she is. She showed up with dessert at the party, so the girls are talking smack, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And one
My
of the
thing is, if she would have came empty-handed, they would have talked shit to her.
But she brought the pops and a gift. So quite frankly, my girl did her due diligence. She's like trying to
Right.
make this thing smooth for the kids, not for Mia, for the kids.
Right.
And the girls over there talking smack, and one of them mentions like, yeah, he think he leveled up. And my question, as I wrote my notes, was, did he not? Did he not level up? I'm sorry.
Honestly, my man's definitely is elevating his life and his lifestyle, and I want to give him kudos. I want to give her kudos. She bought my man hot sauce.
All I'm
Can
saying
we bring it back? I'm just saying, man.
is find
She
some.
cared. She cared. She cared. He's not an option. He's the choice. It's a difference.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's a
So
difference.
I love that for Lamont. So
I
she
do.
definitely comes through. The girls are hating, and it's tacky. Melissa comes over and asks, why is Lulu here? She turns Melissa around, tells her to go ask her dad, and ask him loudly, causing a little bit of stir. And it's like, come on, man, this is you using the kids for this? That's trashy, right? And then like you said, she goes back into the moon bounce with the girls a little later on, um to talk about Lamont, and they're bringing up how he was when she was pregnant with Melissa is what, 8 9 now, like,
Listen, 9 years old at the birthday party. You
come
feel me?
on now, we don't
And
gotta
I'm like,
talk about that.
nah. Shout out to her mother for coming over to check them, but like, it went on for too long of a conversation. I feel like, why are y'all talking like this in the bouncy house at this little kid party with all these other kids around? You know what I mean? It's so much going on here. That's a double
Inappropriate.
negative, right? And
So
it's
very inappropriate.
like, what's going on here? Let me know.
Yeah,
Did
no.
y'all think? Where did y'all think this was okay at?
Listen, I definitely looked at her outfit like this is not okay. The talking about Lamont in the bouncy house, not okay. The car declining, not okay. The acting like he didn't level up, girl, please. Come on now. It was
Not
just so
okay.
many things that happened for me with me that just like I just don't rock. Like, what growth have you made throughout these last 2 seasons? The season is ended, and you are still acting the same way, y'all. I'm just baffled at this point, right? So it only continues to get worse because now the minions come out and they're dancing, right? And
Right. Oh my God.
some of that
This
dancing was not children of
nah.
good.
Well, I would say we do sometimes as black people over. like hypersexualize our children, you know, but like it's a cultural thing and depending on where you are, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't want to say it's not age appropriate. However, it was a bit much for my taste. I will say that, you know what I mean?
Mine too.
Like it's not a part of my culture to let my
I
daughter
was cool
gyrate.
with that, you know,
But
but then when it
yeah,
got to that was a little
yeah,
much.
you know, but that's like the majorette style. That's what these kids are doing now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like, I get that a little bit. It's all right, but I just hope I never have a daughter, so I don't have to worry about these things. So, but even so, but yeah, even with the minions and the majorette dancing, and Mia had all opportunity to like slow little Melissa down. Like,
Hmm.
okay, little Melissa, relax. We know you didn't want her to come to your party, but she's here.
She could have diffused the situation.
Could have diffused the situation early. She could have told her dad, like, "Hey, Melissa said she didn't want little Susan to come. What's the friend name?
Hello, Susie.
I
Lulu.
don't remember the friend. I forget her name. I don't want little Lulu to come over to the birthday party because she feels she's been spending a lot of time with her.
Hmm.
Boom. That could have had a nice little conversation about it, but people don't want to communicate, aka me. So, you know, I feel like that's the part for me. It's like
That's really
you
what it
had so many chances before it got to the dancing part to
is.
defuse the situation that, you know what I mean? Like that could have not even had happened
Yeah. I,
because that now you got a little girl over here, probably got a bruise.
right, because they never show us Lulu's face. The dance pursues, or the dance ensues, and then they say who wants to battle. She wants to battle Lulu. Mia is like egging her on to get closer, pushes her to get closer, essentially, and Melissa ends up hitting Lulu, and we don't know what it is. But when one of the other moms comes over, right, she's like, "Damn!" when she looks at her face. So
Yeah,
obviously, even though Melissa didn't mean it, Melissa meant
right.
some form of
But I feel like,
Mia definitely egged it on.
listen, man, I feel like although you didn't mean to, the intent was there. You intended to scare her. You intended to intimidate her. And by doing so, you went above and beyond and actually struck her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether it was accidental or not, you still put yourself and this young lady in a position to
Hmm.
get hurt.
Yeah.
Especially, and she didn't even do anything, but thought she was dance battling her friend. And you just ambushed her right in the face.
Yeah, she did.
Crazy.
It's
Crazy. Mia got to do better.
she does gotta do she does have to do better. But of course, after that happens and the party is over and all is said and done, they're at the car. Lamont is packing up the car, and Mia asks how Lulu is doing, and it's like she's fine. She's icing her eye. Like, why did you have to do
Right.
that? Why did you have to egg them on? Oh, I didn't do that. Like, nah, you've been doing it the whole time. Like, you've been egging them on, causing animosity for what reason?
For
She was
what?
like, well, like, I'm sorry, whatever, whatever, and like, I miss you. And in the
Mm.
words of Lamont,
Hello?
you miss
Hello?
me, big dog.
It's-
Hey yo, I'm gonna use that one day. That's gonna be it for it's gonna be it for a dude I'm talking.
That's how you coming now? Now you just saying you miss me, big dog to people?
You miss me, big dog? Like that's a wrap. Like that's dead no water. But he goes on to say like, I'm not playing these games no more. Like this ghetto shit is not for me. And I love. I'm not gonna hold you. This scene is probably one of my favorite scenes because it shows the growth. Because it shows a real actual situation that can happen not just between a baby mother and a baby father, but between people who are growing into different spaces where you have that kind of disconnect where it's like you came from the hood but you don't gotta stay hood. That's how Mia is. The I came from the hood, I'ma stay hood, like I'm ghetto, da da da. And Lamont is like, yeah, this I came from this, but this is not my goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not where I
That's a
want to
fact.
land. And
That's
so
a fact.
I love how he just said, like, she tells him that they got to deal with Red Bull coming, and Red Bull wants him to be the producer, and he's like, you know what? Now I'm good. Like, I'd rather get it on my own. I've already played enough of your games. I was just like, yeah, like Lamont is definitely my second best character to favorite character to Chastity for sure.
That's a fact. I would say so too.
Yeah.
Honestly, honestly, I feel like with Lamont saying that, he just earned so much more points as well because you played in my face multiple times already when it came to this music shit.
Hmm.
Once was in LA.
Right.
Second was in my own studio. I refuse to give you a third time with Red Bull.
Right.
I refuse.
Right.
So thank you, no thank you.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
And
Like
again, with class, no attitude, not calling her out her name, none of that.
nothing,
Like,
nothing.
perfect.
Cause he
Absolutely.
not bitter. Cause he
Yeah.
not bitter. He understands. He understands that she for the streets.
Hmm.
And he's like, as long as he keep on entertaining this and giving this energy, he's never gonna progress. But over here with Shorty, she going right for him.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Making him salad burgers and stuff. You feel me? Like I'm just saying, he eating different over there. You feel me?
Falafel, my man eating like real
Yeah.
healthy over there.
You feel me? Like he eating chicken with no skin and stuff over there. You feel me? Like
I'm done with you, sir.
like I'm just saying, like he got his hot sauce though.
Listen, he got his red sauce. Frank's red hot
Nah, but
sauce.
yeah, man. I just feel like Mia down bad, man. Mia, you down 100. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Not she bit a blind nail and they got a butt.
She got a bust, man. She bust on that blonde nail, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, I
I
love
ain't
that.
gonna lie.
Hilarious. That's
Let's
so
see.
hilarious.
Speaking of this Red Bull thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Chastity was all over the place with this. Okay, so she started off strong, man. When they brought it to the table, her and Alex seemed like they was on the same page, right? Like they already discussed everything.
Yeah.
Everything sounded great until Mia and Shauna start picking it apart by asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I think Chastity realized that she wasn't asking the right questions because she was talking to Alex.
Well,
The shorty,
do
but
you,
Alex. I feel that way because think about it. When she went back to talk to them, she Alex was egging her first, and then Chastity said, "You know what? I laid it all out on the table."
I think that initially at the meeting, right? The girls come over. Chastity is laying it out. She's saying this is what it is. Alex is like, you're gonna get your master's. You'll have full creative rights. And then we're talking about, what else we can do. Mia asked, of course, about the money, rightfully so. And Alex said,
Right.
"Hey, listen, I gotta get the specifics before I run you anything. Because if I tell you 100,000 and that shit really like 60,000, then it's a problem." That's how I took it. And
Right.
so then they get, and then she's like, all right, we're gonna get back to you in like the next week or so, and then the problem is the pressure came from Francois, light skin headed ass, which of course is because had them have a meeting
What
with Party,
party?
right?
Right.
So with that caused pressure, and sometimes what they say, pressure busts pipes, right? So
Uh,
Chastity gets scared because the girls are like, yo, Francois said, like, we can't rock with him and you. So like, can you tell us what the Red Bull deal is looking like? And she didn't have the details on the money yet, so she's calling Alex. But Alex told her like, "Yo, I got a business meeting. Let me handle this. I'm gonna get back at you." Chastity didn't have any patience, and so she ended up popping up at the venue where the lunch was, and the whole listen. Alex was not for the shits because when the waitress, first of all, the waiter was Shade D Boots, okay, because he was like, "I didn't know that this was a party of three," and Alex responded, "It is not," and I was like, "Damn." Okay, and so
yeah.
and Chastity went on, and again, I'm not gonna hold you. If we're gonna do this to me, we have to do it to Chastity. Chastity is not professional, bro. She's not
At
professional.
all. And it's been too many. cases in which she's shown up as not professional.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I feel like Chastity down 100 too, because Chastity really, like I said, she was all over the place with that thing, man. Because she wasn't she don't operate well under pressure in certain in these new situations that she put herself in. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that pimping shit, she handled herself well under pressure. You feel me? She knew what she had to do. She did her thing. Got her uncle when it got too crazy.
Right.
You feel me? In this business, she don't got an uncle to run to.
Yeah.
You know, she don't have a mentor. She don't have anyone that is kind of polishing her up for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So she just keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And instead of Francois being like, "Yo, listen, I," he really on some like, "I don't even have time to teach you. I don't even want to have to deal with that. You're not my headache. I don't owe you nothing. So why are
Right.
you here?
Yeah.
Get on." So I can understand Francois' angle. However, I feel like Chastity still brings a lot to the team.
She does.
She needs they need to see that. I feel like later on down the line they might get back with her, but after seeing this episode, I don't know if that might happen, man.
I don't know. I feel like, Chastity, you got to learn to turn it on and turn it off. When you talking to business, you talk business. You know what I'm saying? Unless maybe that's how they do it in music business, where you can curse and talk a certain kind of way. But I feel like there's still a level of professionalism that can happen with cursing in the mix, and I just don't feel like Chastity
Right.
had that. And so, like you said, she lays gold on the table. In the midst of doing so, Alex, catches up with her like, "Yo, what were you thinking? Like, this is my job, rightfully so, because you disrespected me coming up to my job, undermining me, talking to Kurt without my permission, essentially and making me look bad." And so she basically is like, "Yo, I don't want nothing to do with you personally or professionally." Yikes.
Right. You know what? And with Alex, I could understand that though, because you didn't trust me to handle this after I told you I would. You didn't give me the grace period I asked for. You
Yeah.
trying to get a quick buck, but I'm trying to do this right. I can't just be like, yo, white folks give me all this money for these black talents who don't do nothing yet,
Right. Yeah.
who asked them for their masters and all royalties and X, Y, and Z.
Listen, the fact that Alex could pull that off in the first place was amazing because we know from horror stories that we've heard in real life, you know what I mean?
Right. 360 deals is crazy.
Yeah,
That's what they offering.
yeah.
Yeah, they wildin'.
They
I'm sorry.
definitely was wild. And Chastity was just I'm like you said, she's down 100. And so of course, she had that conversation, and definitely, feels like she laid it all out there. And then we see Chastity calling the girls, or not calling them, but meeting up with them, right? For lunch or whatever. She's
Right.
there. She was looking, like, all right, everything is cool. She proceeds to tell them that she got the deal.
Right. And this is what I was confused about. I was like, is she bluffing? Or did they hit her back on the back end on some like, you know
Yes,
what? You convinced me, Chastity.
they hit her on the back end because what Chastity says is in her speech, she says, "I got the deal for y'all," right? And before she's interrupted by Shawna, she goes, no, no, no. I think this is after she's interrupted by Shawna. I doesn't matter semantics, but she says
Hmm.
like, "I even burned a bridge for y'all, but I got the job done." So meaning they actually came
Uh,
through. They were willing to
right.
give them the offer, the creative rights, the masters, all of that good shit. But in the process, the shit is dead with Alex, right?
Alex, right.
So, I'm not gonna hold you. This was my favorite scene of the episode. Chastity killed that. Shout out, because my girl did that. Like, for
Nah,
real.
right.
Like, uh, uh, you know, as soon as Shauna says, "I'm sorry," the whole the whole thing just felt so damn bad. Like, bad as in good, because I felt bad. Like, that shit had me feeling like, damn, Chastity did all this and y'all just gonna turn around and, like, you know, It was
Yo, but the
nuts.
crazy thing is though, Mia said it at the party. Like, listen, what good is winning if it's not with your people?
It's not with your people. Yeah.
And I feel like that right there is what it felt like when Lord AK lost his homie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they not even gonna realize it until it's too late.
I agree. I just
And I hope it don't get to that type of point though. You
I
know.
hope not, but you know what I'm saying? We don't know right now because
But the way they be moving, they do dumb shit all the time and get to themselves in unnecessary drama.
all the time.
So yeah,
All the time. I
it
just
never
feel like
fails.
yeah, especially me. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, especially
Yeah,
me. So I'm gonna just do it real quick. I had to find her name. Shout out to Jonica Booth. Like, girl, you killed that shit. Like you killed that shit. We want to give you your flowers right here. If you haven't gotten them anywhere else, you will get them
yeah.
right here on Big Go Go
Oh,
Media.
you should have asked me her name. I could have definitely told you that.
Oh, listen,
You know that's my baby.
I know,
Listen,
but
I follow you, man. If you ever see this, follow me back on Instagram. You know, DiddyP23.
let
It's
me go
alright.
follow her too. Like, but nah,
Good.
like seriously though, the depth in her range, you know, with this character is so phenomenal. I loved every bit of it, and as we see, you know, towards the end, she basically, and I love that she didn't make a scene again between her and Lamont, but the things that they've gone through on this
I
show.
ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. That's one thing I can say she's always done well, even though she isn't like the most professional. If
Mm-hmm.
she knows how to handle rejection with class,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something that can't be taught a lot of
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
But continue.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
No, you good, you good. So we see her later on. You know, like you said, she walks away with class, and we see her later on in the episode meeting up with Gat, who is also tonguing down Raina Rain.
Listen,
What's your thoughts on this meetup? Like, because this is
who? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people that need some managers out here. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people who seen how Chastity worked,
mm-hmm,
aka both of them. They
facts,
all don't like Francois.
facts.
It's given. It's given energy. It's
Okay,
given. Gat is moving, although it is a bunch of bullshit on
it is.
the campaign trail. But maybe Chastity reeling him up a little bit, you know?
Right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll see. What y'all
Mhm.
think? Tell us what y'all think.
Yes, let us know, man. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm here for it, especially the way they dropped Shorty like a bad habit after she just went through all of it.
Facts.
She
Facts.
homie told you he's gonna give you good hotels. He put y'all in a flooded motel with roaches and rats and
But
bloodstains. Like, come on, like it was a lot going on in that motel, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I ain't even stay there longer than 30 minutes. Chaz was like, nah, pack your stuff up, put it on the bus, we'll have a room by the night.
Listen.
And
Listen.
then when she pulled up with the room, come on, playing
Chastity's come through all the time, every single time, you
every
know?
single time. Everything that she pulled out the hat, they tried to give credit to Francois. She's like, no, this was me.
Yeah.
Every
And,
time.
and you know what?
They couldn't believe it. They just can't see her value.
They absolutely do not deserve her at the end of the day.
But to be fair, Mia did say why they didn't. I feel like, in my opinion, why they didn't view her fully as their manager.
But that was
And
before she got the deal. They said,
yeah,
you know what she said in her speech, right? She said, y'all told me to go get it.
go get it, and I got it
And
right.
I came back with this, like, what are you talking about, yo? Cool. All right, so let's get to your girl who basically finessed this whole shit, right? Your little
Hmm.
dusty friend Shauna, okay? She dusty. That's how I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like,
you think so?
because we have her laid up, hanging out with boys. and he
All right, all
says,
right. So with the Maurice thing, slow it down, slow it
"Oh,
down.
I wasn't. I'm not calling her Dusty for the Maurice thing. I'm calling her
Oh,
Dusty
okay. Oh, okay. Continue.
because
All right, now we can continue. I
she
don't know what to say.
says in the so her and Maurice are laying down, they're talking a little bit, right? And and Shauna says that she's gonna convince Mia that they should go with Francois. And he says, "Is that deal good for you or the group?" And she said, "What's the difference?" I feel like she is doing what's best for her. Although she's in a group, it's still like what's best for her because she feels like she owes Francois something that he's gonna get them seen. Initially, is what she said. But like, yeah, like all of the things that Chastity has done for y'all, and this is like
Right.
what you're doing to me is shady and it's trash. So she's dusty in
But
my opinion.
I feel like my thing is too. I felt like they had a breakthrough when
They
they
do.
was forced to walk, and lady had the big shotgun in their face, crying and all that, making shit weird. Like I thought
Mm-hmm.
that was a breakthrough episode. I thought I was like, yeah, they gonna ride for each other now. Now Chastity cemented with Shauna, but no, it really proved that Shauna just a hater,
She's
and
she's just for
she would,
herself, which is
she
something Maurice
is,
is
she just,
figuring out.
yeah, she is. And the same way she lied to my man's Maurice too after laying in bed with him.
Listen,
Mm,
Francois called her and he was like, "Yo, listen to the soundtrack, listen to or the single." You know what I'm saying?
right.
And she's like, "I gotta get this for me and Chastity," and he flips a lid. I ain't never seen no kind of tantrum like this before from a light skinned guy, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, he went off,
From
and
any job for real, but go ahead.
I mean, listen, he went off and basically tells her it's either me or Chastity, and if it's Chastity, you don't get the single. Now, do you think he was wrong for that? Like,
To be completely honest, from his perspective, no. From theirs, yes. So he has made it abundantly clear he does not want to work with Chastity.
mm-hmm,
And he's not going to help anything as far as progressing as long as Chastity is involved. So from that perspective, it's not something I'm shocked at that he did. You know what I mean?
right,
So I was like, okay, whatever. But from them, they're the ones being hindered because the song was good. Chastity can get you. She can deliver.
right,
She can. It's proven every time she can deliver. Francois has not delivered anything besides connections with people that leads to nothing, but just more music.
yeah,
Music is great, but if nobody's buying it, no one's hearing it, what the hell is the purpose?
right,
You
yeah.
know, so
You're right. No, I agree with you on that tip. I do think that that is. I just felt like I feel like my thing is that Shauna could just handle a lot of things differently. You know,
but she don't even handle her own shit different. So
these are facts. Touche. Touche, my guy. You're right. So, of
you see,
course,
she homeless.
yeah, she is definitely. Hey, yo, listen, not you calling her. Okay, she couch surfing. All right, so she's in bed with Maurice, and Maurice is having a go away party, right? I'm going to turn myself into jail party, and so she says that she can come, because she's also going to Melissa's birthday party, right? Because she's friends with Mia, but she's like, I could do both,
She
and
a liar.
she a liar, but I mean, I kind of knew that. But off of some dumb shit though, that's crazy to me is that she sees Gat going live and talking all this and that, or she sees the interview, and so she decides to go live and blow him up on the spot, basically telling him like, "You ain't shit. You riding the friend, your coattails, the coattails of your friend who is currently in the hospital fighting for his life." And
Right.
he then claps back, right? He's like, "Well, if you were there, tell us what happened and why he did what he did." You know what I'm saying? What did you say to him? What did you say to him?
Right.
Essentially.
I'm not gonna lie. That would have triggered anybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anybody would have got triggered by that. Got hit
Absolutely.
below the belt.
I agree. I agree. And in
Hit
that
below the
moment,
belt.
Shauna decided to swipe up and ignore Maurice's call. Um, and and this is after telling him like, "Yo, I'm on my way." Right? I think maybe not, but nonetheless, at some point in time throughout the day at Melissa's party, she said I
Right.
was on my way. What you need me to bring? And she ain't show up. Okay, he
Right.
called you ain't answer. You flaked. My man's going to jail. He's trying to keep your name out of his mouth, and you flaked. You put your ass on the line, and that's stupid because all you had to do was show up with some goddamn lays, but you flaked because nobody's
Honestly,
lays. I mean, I'm just saying. I know I was.
listen. All I'm saying is she only had to show up for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes max.
30 minutes max.
30 minutes max. You know, broke bread with the family, shook some hands.
Hmm.
I mean, now she gaining fans too. Look,
Yep. Yep. So
stupid.
he sees the video, right? Because it's social media. I follow you.
And she on live, right? She live. It's not even like she recorded and posted it. No, she's on live currently.
You live. Just So yeah, girl, it's a no for me, dog. You feel me?
Right.
Um, and so
Shauna, you down 100 too.
yeah, she's definitely every listen. So far, everybody's down 100 except for Alex and Lamont right now.
That's a
So
fact.
but yeah, she basically does this, right? Francois calls her and he's like, "Yo, you should have been doing this." She's like, "No, I'm just tired of him talking his shit." But then she's getting support from other women in the music industry, who are like showing up for her and whatnot. She thinks it's cool. She's also like trying to show Mia, then realizes she got to talk Mia into taking this deal with Francois. Like, this has been her thing the entire episode. Is like, we got to take the deal with Francois. Like, she's the only one that's been heavy, really on it. Mia has always really said like, what
Chastity.
what about Chastity? What about
Right.
Chastity? So, um, I think that it's
But
interesting.
you even see that, like, at dinner, Shauna was the one leading the conversation
Oh yeah,
with
for
the,
standing with Chastity.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Mia actually had the pouty face, the sad face and
Hmm.
whatnot, and um, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised because, like I said, Shauna was the one pushing it, so it definitely makes sense. But we do get to lunch or whatever, and you see Shauna start talking like, "We appreciate everything you've done for us, and we really thank you, But we decided to stay with Francois, and
He ghosted you, played in your face.
playing in your face, man. Like,
But
how and
Chastity
why?
got the, but she delivered. He,
Shauna, what
yeah,
was Shauna's
Amaya,
reason again?
huh?
Shauna said, what was Shauna's reason again? Do you remember? I can't
I
remember. I
don't.
think she said, like, what's the point in making music if it's not going to be heard or seen, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, about the Red Bull shit, right? And
Yeah.
I was like, nah, that's crazy. You're not even being heard or seen right now. At least Red Bull you was going on a tour, but then the next, come on, like what are you talking about?
I mean, Chastity did make a point, right? Like, you got the gays and the girls, and listen, that's a very large audience right there in itself.
Right.
Chastity definitely had something for sure.
I'm saying she know how to do this, man.
Yeah.
She would have been marketing them well. I could have just imagined the advertisements now.
Yeah.
Like the endorsements now. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
crazy.
I
All because of Red Bull first.
listen.
What? That's a big endorsement to have
It's a,
behind you.
it's a great, and I'm looking for an endorsement right now. Red Bull, if you'd like to sponsor a podcast, no, I'm just-
Yes, let's go. Come on down.
listen, and guys, tell us what you think in the comments. Would you vote Chastity over Francois, or Francois over Chastity? Who would you
Yes,
pick
please let us know.
of the girl? Would you
Cause
have taken the Chastity deal with Red Bull, or would you have gone with Francois and Party? So those are two different questions because they are
but
two
what?
separate things.
Yeah, but also Francois didn't have a deal. He
He
just
did
had a song.
just have a song.
That's where they not thinking big picture.
Yeah.
That's where I think it's messing up for me because it's like you gonna turn down. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all about taking risks. You
Hmm.
know, you turn down a little money for the big fish. You know.
Right.
However, right now, where y'all at in life, Y'all need some type of revenue coming in
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
because
Especially
y'all
Mia.
down bad.
I mean,
Y'all
well, both
need.
of them because Shauna ain't got no place to live, and Mia
She's a homosexual right now. Like, what do you mean?
she is, and Mia can't
And
afford.
homie about to go to jail. So where's she going now? Back to being home? Exactly. See what I mean? She
Yeah,
down bad.
she definitely played herself. So of course she played herself double time because she definitely lost a friend and like she did Chastity bad, but then she also didn't show up for Maurice, and my guy decides to hand over his phone to Stanley nonetheless to say, listen, I never deleted those recordings. So I'm definitely interested to see what's gonna happen when shit hits the fan come next season because yeah, girl, you done screwed yourself over.
Yeah, honestly, I think if she would have went there, he would have gave her the phone, and it
Mm-hmm.
would have been done. But
Yeah,
nope, since you want to be so invested in Lord AK and
yeah.
got what he doing, why is that any of your business?
Listen, here are
Why right now? You got your own stuff going on. Why is that right now on your mind?
yeah, because it's not like she couldn't have responded another day. She could have. It's not like his interview was not gonna go. It was gonna go away or something like that. It
Right.
would have been there. She could have made different choices, and she
She could
did.
have did it earlier in the day. She could have did it the day before.
She could have. She
She
could
could have did the day of the interview.
have. Yeah. I'm not rocking with it at all, and that bad bitch working video is trash. It's definitely trash. Like it's horrible. Those tools don't even look real. And why they outfits always look so bad? I'm just very like what where see this is why you should have went with Chastity because you would have looked better probably. Probably would have had better quality music videos. You look like you got your tools from the Tonka store, okay? Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
honestly. But that's what they want. That's what
that's
they want. They want gimmicky.
yeah.
They
Because
want
I feel
gimmicky.
like gimmicky is gonna last longer. But how?
But
Sorry.
yeah, but like, why? Why? They don't understand being a one trick pony only gonna get you but so far.
Yeah, I don't think they really understand that at all. What, if anything? I'm just trying to make sure we didn't miss anything. I think we kind of got it all, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
I do.
I just, for me, what did you feel about the whole entire episode, and then what did you feel about the season itself?
Episode, I feel it was a lot to digest.
Hmm.
However, I feel it was a lot that needed to be said that was said.
Yeah,
Like the I feel like the Lamont Mia situation was something that needed to happen.
closed
I
out. Yeah,
feel I feel like the Mia mom thing never gonna is always gonna be the same,
yeah.
regardless.
Hmm.
You know? So that's like crazy to me. I feel like the Maurice and Shauna thing should have ended differently. I don't feel Shauna should have ghosted my mans like that. Like, my bad. I feel like he should have had a chance to say goodbye. You feel me?
Yeah,
That was, that was crazy. Now I feel like Stanley he already had it out for her, so it's over.
yeah.
It's clipped. So just as he not gonna turn this open, he gonna turn in the phone.
Mm. Okay, interesting. I think that this episode, like you said, it had a lot in it, a lot to digest, but a lot needed to happen. I'm very glad that we can close out Lamont and Mia. That's done. He's
Yes.
put those boundaries in place. We can close out, for now. We can close out Chastity and the girls for now. They definitely did her dirty and could have chosen better and did better by her, but that's neither here nor there. I
Right.
definitely think that as far as um I feel like there was just a lot of questions that needed to be answered in this episode that were done.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? They had to make a choice. Was it going to be Francois or Chastity? Lamont had to put in his boundaries because he has a new girlfriend, so now Mia is cut off. Shauna was
Right.
supposed to show up for Maurice. She didn't hear the consequences, right? So there's a lot
Right.
of things that happened that shut off, but also allow you to start anew and try to figure out, okay, so what's next? Is Stanley going
Right.
to turn this phone, and how does that impact Maurice? How does that impact Shauna? Chastity is
Right.
working with Gat. Does that mean she's working with Raina? Is she managing Raina? You know what I'm saying? Like Francois got them this little song, but where is the money? What are they doing? And back to Shauna being dusty too, because I think she was Dusty and Mia was just Mia. But yeah, you see them talk about on their interview how like Shauna is saying she wants to like make sure that all of those rappers who are doing the most are not standing up to certain standards, that she's calling them out, and then has the audacity to
Right.
say something that Lord AK would want her to do. So is she not doing the same exact thing she was blasting Gap for in the beginning of the episode?
Talk about it. Is it the pot calling the kettle?
Yes.
Mm. Because honestly, like when you think about it, she really. But the thing in her head, she don't feel she's doing it like that.
Of course not.
She feels she's doing it to bring awareness.
Of course not.
Because the real Lord AK, she know him because she just knew him.
Yeah.
She just met him,
Yeah.
so she know what he was going through because she was there when he did it.
Trash.
Trash, big trash. It's okay though. We
Okay.
gonna see, man. Next season, man.
We gonna see y'all. Tell us
I'm
how
ready
you
for it.
feel.
Yes. Let us know in the comments, man. You know we very engaging. We
Yeah.
always like we always talk back.
Was
Well,
season two
Amaya.
everything? Was season two everything you hoped it would be? Did it satisfy your rap shit needs? Are you ready for season three? Who was your favorite character? Who was your least favorite character? And like I said those questions before, would you choose if you were an artist right now, right here? Would you choose Gat? Not Gat. Would you choose Francois
Chastity.
or would you
Yeah.
choose Chastity? And if you had to choose between the two deals, which was a single with Party or the Red Bull deal with the creative rights, your masters, and possibly let's just go with the 125K bag. Which one would you have chosen?
Well, 125K is not a lot. I think it would have been a little bit more than that.
All right, so let's go 300,000.
Let's say 500.
500. Okay, we'll do 500. She did say the
Yeah, half a
largest.
mil.
Yeah, she did say the largest dollar amount for an artist signing. So I mean, hey, cool, we'll do with that.
It's
So
like 500, right?
yeah, 500 is cool.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, tell us what you think. Again, we appreciate you rocking with us. We have had such a pleasure doing this review. We thank you for engaging with us in the comments, for being patient with us. We know, like we said, this last episode here for the review is late, but we love you and we
Okay.
thank you for
Yes,
rocking
yes.
with us
Thank
for
you,
this
thank you.
ride. And until next time, you know where to find us. Big Go Belt Media, big things coming as usual. And peace out with your girl, Amaya Desire, and your homie, Denny C23.
All right, later, guys. Oh, there you go. It was great. Thank you, thank you.
Peace.